Ornico Group, a media researching company, has collected data on South Africa's media consumption, and they have chosen our show as a platform to reveal their findings on the overall landscape of South African media. Here to share the media report with us is Ornico CEO Oresti Patricios. Hello, sir, and welcome, Oresti.
Thank you very much.
Now, about this media report, what does it reveal? Well,
the report, ultimately what we do is we do different newsletters. What Ornico does is it monitors the media. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we collaborate with media online, and we get different kind of collaborations going. And there's a couple of things that are happening within the media space. We all know that the media is moving into the digital space. And some of the stuff that's happening internationally is how that media consumption, how people are utilizing that media consumption. So instead of waiting for the bold and beautiful at a particular time, they can access that program digitally now.
Wow.
So it's kind of putting a lot of pressure on broadcasters. It happened a few years ago with press, that people have migrated across to the digital space. And the way people read the digital newspapers are exactly the same as you would do on normal newspapers, except now you've got links to different sites, etc. So I think that's it's called, from a broadcasting perspective, it's called the cable cutters, because now you don't really necessarily need the cable to really access television any longer.
Wow. Now, considering South Africa's current poor broadband connection, do you think that the country's social media usage matches up with the rest of the world?
No, it doesn't yet. I do think that we're catching up, and as broadband starts improving, so does that usability increase. I was just reading a report. One of the collaborations that we have in this report is with Glenda Neville from the Media Online. And she spoke about in the New Wave report, there's 1 in 3 people kind of connected to the internet. So
wow.
I think that's really, really important. And remember that connecting to the internet is not necessarily via your computer. A lot of the times it's actually via mobile. And through Africa, that's really how the penetration is happening, is through mobile. And it doesn't necessarily have to be smartphones. It can be feature phones, and feature phones really do have access to the internet.
But now, how does your company collect all this data? Because it's a lot of information.
Thank goodness we've got technology to help us do that. So in actual fact, what happens is we collect different types of data. So we collect advertising data, so across TV, radio, outdoor. Okay, not outdoors. Outdoor is not technology-based. It's still very human-based. But TV, radio, print. What we do is we've got systems that actually can pick up a television commercial when it passes our screen. Okay. So what happens is that when it's a brand new commercial, we have to digitize it, and we create a unique fingerprint. And every time that advert actually passes our computers, it'll recognize that particular ad. So that's kind of quite simplistic from that perspective. And it does it on television, we do it on radio, we do it on print, and we can do it on the internet. So it'll convert that print ad into a digital format, into zeros and ones, and from there we'll be able to recognize it forever. So again, it'll tell us it will never recognize a new ad. We still need human interaction for a brand new ad. So a brand new ad then goes into a bin, it says, I don't recognize this ad, and there's human intervention. That's on the advertising side. That's what brands can control. Then what we have is we look at the editorial side. What we do is we scan all the newspapers, and we change all those words into characters. And we, in the computers, depends on what the client is looking for. Within those computers, we put those keywords, and up come those keywords. But we still need human intervention because, let's say, power. There could be a power struggle within a particular category, but we're looking for Eskom, who's actually looking for other power. So we need human interaction to identify which is relevant and which is not relevant.
That's very, very interesting on how you collect the information. Thank you very much for joining us. That was Oresti Patricios, CEO of Ornico.